Kelsey Anderson of The Bachelor 28 is still grieving the death of her mother, who passed away from cancer in 2018. The loss was significant because 26-year-old Kelsey and her mother, Denise Anderson, were quite close. When Kelsey participated in Joey Graziadei's season of The Bachelor, she gained notoriety. At the last rose ceremony, the couple were engaged, but it's possible that Kelsey is struggling to organize a wedding without her mother. Kelsey has discussed her mother when she first met Joey during season 28 of The Bachelor. Kelsey's story focused mostly on Denise's illness and eventual demise. Since becoming engaged, Kelsey has admitted that she worries about her mother's absence on the wedding day whenever she even considers organizing her nuptials with Joey. This could imply that Kelsey's grief is preventing her from getting married to Joey. Before receiving a cancer diagnosis in 2018, Kelsey's mother, Denise, was a military veteran and had been married to her father, Mark Anderson, 58, for 18 years. They met while serving abroad, and Mark was in the Army too. Together, they would have 5 children, including Kelsey. Denise died just 2 months after being diagnosed, according to Kelsey. Because of their close relationship, Kelsey was devastated by the death and had to rely on her father, Mark. On season 28 of The Bachelor, Kelsey discussed how she and her father weren't close as a child during an early solo date with Joey. She got close to her mother because, despite her affection for her father, he was frequently working abroad. Kelsey learned to rely on her father's knowledge and quiet strength after losing her cherished mother. Recently, Kelsey shared a TikTok in which she was crying at the beginning. Her words, "Grief is so freaking weird," she continues by explaining that she missed digging through her mother's beauty bag after watching a video clip of a young girl doing so. The Bachelor season 28 star was crying, but she was also laughing at herself. The reason Kelsey and Joey haven't decided on a wedding date could be due to her sadness. Kelsey Anderson's journey on season 28 of The Bachelor captured the hearts of many viewers as she navigated love, loss, and healing. Her engagement to Joey Graziadei was a significant milestone, yet Kelsey's grief over the loss of her mother, Denise Anderson, who passed away from cancer in 2018, continues to shape her path forward. Denise's death left an indelible mark on Kelsey's life, and as she faces the challenge of planning her wedding without her mother's guiding presence, Kelsey's story becomes a testament to the complexities of love, grief, and resilience. Kelsey's relationship with her mother was a defining aspect of her upbringing. Denise, a military veteran who met Kelsey's father, Mark Anderson, while serving abroad, was a pillar of strength and love in Kelsey's life. Despite the demands of military life, Denise managed to cultivate a warm and nurturing home for her. 5 children? Kelsey often reminisces about the countless moments she shared with her mother, from baking cookies on rainy afternoons to late-night conversations filled with laughter and life lessons. When Denise was diagnosed with cancer in 2018, Kelsey's world was upended. The diagnosis came as a shock to the entire family, and Denise's rapid decline left little time for preparation. Just 2 months after her diagnosis, Denise passed away, leaving a void that Kelsey struggled to fill. In the wake of her mother's death, Kelsey found herself leaning on her father, Mark, despite their previously distant relationship. Growing up, my dad was always deployed or working long hours, Kelsey shared during an emotional one-on-one date with Joey on The Bachelor. My mom was my best friend, my confidant. Losing her was like losing a part of myself, but it also made me realize how strong my dad is in his quiet way. He's been my rock when I didn't even know I needed one. Kelsey's openness about her grief resonated with Joey, who admired her strength and vulnerability. Their connection deepened as Joey supported Kelsey through moments of sorrow and joy. By the time they reached the final rose ceremony, their love had blossomed into a beautiful partnership, culminating in Joey's heartfelt proposal. However, the journey to happily ever after has not been without its challenges. As Kelsey and Joey began discussing wedding plans, Kelsey found herself overwhelmed by the absence of her mother. The thought of walking down the aisle without Denise by her side was almost too much to bear. I always imagined my mom helping me pick out my wedding dress, giving me advice, and just being there for all the little moments, Kelsey admitted in a candid interview. It's hard to even think about planning a wedding without her. Kelsey's struggle was evident in a TikTok video she shared recently. In the video, she appeared teary-eyed, saying, "Grief is so freaking weird." She went on to explain how a simple clip of a young girl digging through her mother's beauty bag had triggered a wave of emotions. While Kelsey cried, she also laughed at the bittersweet memory of doing the same with her mother's belongings. Despite the weight of her grief, Kelsey is determined to find a way to honor her mother's memory while embracing her future with Joey. She has sought comfort in her family, particularly her father, Mark, who has stepped up in ways Kelsey never anticipated. "My dad has been incredible," Kelsey said. "He's shared stories about my mom that I'd never heard before, and it's like getting to know a new side of her through him. It's brought us closer together." Joey has also been a pillar of support, encouraging Kelsey to take things at her own pace. "I'm here for her, no matter what," Joey said during a recent interview. "Whether we get married next year or 5 years from now, what matters most is that we're together and happy." As Kelsey navigates the complexities of wedding planning, she has found solace in creative ways to honor her mother's memory. She has decided to incorporate elements that reflect Denise's spirit and legacy. From wearing a piece of her mother's jewelry to including a special tribute during the ceremony, Kelsey is finding meaningful ways to keep Denise close on her special day. Kelsey's journey has also inspired others who have experienced loss. Her candidness about grief and healing has sparked conversations and provided comfort to those facing similar struggles. "It's okay to grieve and celebrate at the same time," Kelsey shared in a social media post. "Life is messy and beautiful, and it's okay to hold space for both." Looking ahead, Kelsey and Joey are focused on building a life together filled with love, laughter, and shared dreams. While the path to their wedding may be unconventional, it is uniquely theirs, a reflection of their resilience and commitment to each other. In many ways, Kelsey's story is about more than just finding love on a reality show. It's about the enduring power of family, the strength found in vulnerability, and the journey of healing after loss. As she continues to honor her mother's memory and build a future with Joey, Kelsey is proving that love, both for those we've lost and those we hold close, has the power to heal and transform. Kelsey's experience serves as a reminder that grief is not a linear journey. It ebbs and flows, shaping us in unexpected ways. But with the support of loved ones and the courage to face each day, healing is possible. As Kelsey and Joey move forward, their love story is a testament to the beauty that can emerge from even the most profound loss. Through her journey, Kelsey continues to inspire others with her strength, vulnerability, and unwavering love for her mother. As she stands on the brink of a new chapter with Joey, Kelsey carries Denise's memory in her heart, knowing that her mother's love will always be a guiding light. Kelsey Anderson's journey on The Bachelor has been one filled with heartfelt moments, emotional breakthroughs, and questions about love, both past and present. As one of the frontrunners vying for Joey Graziade's heart, Kelsey's path to romance took an unexpected turn when she opened up about the profound loss of her mother. In a franchise known for grand gestures and whirlwind relationships, this moment of raw vulnerability resonated with viewers, and Joey alike. Kelsey, a 30-year-old marketing executive from Denver, Colorado, has always exuded confidence and charm. From the first night when she stepped out of the limo in a shimmering navy gown, her connection with Joey was palpable. Their shared laughter, easy conversations, and mutual respect made her an early favorite among fans. But beneath her radiant smile lay a sorrow that she had carried for years. The loss of her mother, Christine, who had been her guiding light and greatest supporter. It wasn't until the intimate setting of a one-on-one date that Kelsey felt ready to share her story. The couple had spent the day exploring a picturesque vineyard, indulging in wine tastings, and talking about their hopes for the future. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the landscape, Joey and Kelsey settled on a blanket under a towering oak tree. "This has been such an amazing day," Kelsey said, her voice soft but steady. "I feel like I can really be myself around you." Joey smiled warmly. "That means a lot to me." "I feel the same way." There was a brief silence as Kelsey gathered her thoughts. She took a deep breath, her fingers nervously tracing patterns on the edge of the blanket. "There's something I've been wanting to tell you," she began. "It's not easy for me to talk about, but I feel like you deserve to know." Joey's expression turned serious, his gaze unwavering. "You can tell me anything, Kelsey. I'm here to listen." Tears welled up in her eyes as she spoke. "My mom passed away 5 years ago. She was my best friend, my biggest cheerleader, and losing her was the hardest thing I've ever gone through." Joey reached for her hand, his touch grounding her. "I'm so sorry, Kelsey. That must have been incredibly painful." She nodded, her voice trembling. "It was. There are days when it still feels like a piece of me is missing. But I've learned to carry her love with me and find strength in the memories we shared." Joey's empathy was evident. "Thank you for sharing that with me. I can't imagine how difficult that must have been. Your strength and resilience are truly inspiring." As the evening continued, Kelsey spoke more about her mother's impact on her life, how Christine had instilled in her a love for adventure, kindness, and courage. She shared stories of their spontaneous road trips, late-night talks, and the little traditions that had brought them joy. "She always believed in love," Kelsey said with a bittersweet smile. "And she'd want me to find happiness, to open my heart again." Joey squeezed her hand gently. "And do you feel like you're ready for that? Ready to let someone in?" Kelsey's eyes met his, filled with both hope and uncertainty. "I want to be, but sometimes I wonder if mourning her loss has made it harder for me to fully embrace love again." Her honesty struck a chord with Joey. Grief is a journey, and there's no right timeline for healing. What matters is that you're open to the possibility of love. And from where I stand, it looks like you are. Their conversation marked a turning point in their relationship. Joey's understanding and compassion created a safe space for Kelsey to confront her fears and acknowledge the possibility of a future filled with love and joy. As the season progressed, Kelsey and Joey continued to grow closer. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their shared moments were filled with genuine connection. However, questions lingered about whether Kelsey's lingering grief would ultimately keep her from fully committing to Joey. The hometown visits provided further insight into Kelsey's world. Joey met her father, Greg, and younger brother, Ethan, both of whom spoke fondly of Christine and the lasting impact she had on their family. Greg shared a heartfelt conversation with Joey about Kelsey's journey through grief. "She's strong," Greg said, "but losing Christine changed her. It made her more guarded when it comes to love. If you can be patient and show her that she's safe with you, I think she'll be able to fully open her heart." Joey took Greg's words to heart. His commitment to Kelsey never wavered, and he continued to show her unwavering support and love. As the finale approached, Kelsey found herself at a crossroads. Her feelings for Joey were undeniable, but the weight of her grief remained a constant presence. In a heartfelt conversation with host Jesse Palmer, Kelsey reflected on her journey. "This experience has been amazing," she said, "but it's also made me confront some emotions I thought I had already dealt with. Losing my mom will always be a part of my story, but I don't want it to define my future." Jesse nodded thoughtfully. "Do you think you're ready to take that next step with Joey?" Kelsey's eyes glimmered with determination. "I've realized that love is worth the risk. My mom would want me to find happiness, and I believe Joey could be the person to share that with." The final rose ceremony was a culmination of their journey. Standing before Joey, Kelsey spoke from the heart. "Joey, you've shown me that it's okay to let love in again," she said, her voice steady. "You've been patient, kind, and understanding, and for that, I'm so grateful." Joey's eyes glistened with emotion. "Kelsey, you've touched my heart in ways I never expected. I want to build a life with you, filled with love, laughter, and all the beautiful moments in between." As he offered her the final rose, Kelsey accepted it with a radiant smile. Their journey had been one of healing, growth, and the courage to embrace love despite life's challenges. Kelsey Anderson's story on The Bachelor was a testament to the power of vulnerability and the resilience of the human spirit. Her touching tribute to her late mother not only honored Christine's memory, but also paved the way for a future filled with hope and happiness. And as she walked hand in hand with Joey Graziade, it was clear that love had indeed found a way. Kelsey's mother, Denise, was an Army veteran who had been married to her father, Mark Anderson, 58, for 18 years until being diagnosed with cancer in 2018. Mark was also in the Army, and they met while stationed overseas. They went on to have 5 children together, including Kelsey. According to Kelsey, Denise died barely 2 months after being diagnosed.